Hey loves! So I'm back today with another foundation review. I'm on the hunt. I'm going to try everything that I've ever wanted to try so that when I do purchase something, I know it's the one for me. And I thought this way, with me doing the reviews, that way if you guys have had thoughts, instead of collecting a bunch of different samples, you can sort of just try out the ones that you are most interested in based on what you like and what, you know, you see in my reviews and what have you. So we are going to try out the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I think it's called Stay in Place Makeup, not like foundation, because they want to get fancy like that on us. This one's full coverage, but from what I've read online and the YouTube videos that I've seen, it's not supposed to be sort of as cakey as the Kat Von D one. I did a review on that one. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it down below. But I didn't like that one. It felt, you can see in the review me go on and on, but it wasn't for me. So I'm gonna try this one out for you guys. I'll do it the way I usually do. I don't really call this a first impressions because I don't go all day, but I'll try to wear it for a couple hours for you. So it's like my initial thoughts and a demo so you see how it wears. And yeah, let's go from there. Oh, before I get started, so it's $37 in the US, $44 in Canada. I know in the US it's only available at Estee Lauder counters. Here I found it at Sephora online, like Canada, Sephora.ca or whatever, as well as a couple Sephora stores. In terms of where to get it, what else do I tell you? There's a wide color range. If you can get color matched, that's helpful. If you want, for a frame of reference, I got it in 1W1. Yeah, 1W1. I'm about a 20 at the moment in the Chanel, which is not the shade I own, but I'm about a 20. And a 2.0 in the Urban Decay. What else did I try? A 12 in the Garnin. And probably about an NW20 in MAC, just to give you an idea. But if you can go get color matched, I would definitely recommend that. So it is pretty liquidy. Let's see if I can show it to you guys. I'm gonna get it everywhere. But yeah, it is pretty liquidy. Ah! I told you I was gonna get it everywhere. 1 second. Okay. Now that we've got it all over the place, let's just put it on our face, shall we? Before I make a bigger mess. I have heard that you're supposed to put it on with your fingers because it does set pretty quickly. So the best application is in small sections, I guess, and then just with your fingers, which is definitely not the way I most enjoy applying foundation. You guys, this is like water. Like, it's super, super liquid. And it has a pretty strong chemically smell to it, which I'm not enjoying. We'll see how it wears throughout the day if that smell goes away, but I'm not liking that smell very much. But it's like water. Like, it's even more liquid than the Urban Decay one, which was pretty liquid itself. So I'm just going to keep applying it. It is covering really nicely. I don't think I'm going to need any concealer for some of those spots that I have on my face. I feel like every time I sit down to do a foundation review, my face the night before decides to break out. It's like it knows that a foundation demo is coming up. And it just... Maybe it's not, I want to get down on it and say like it's because it hates it, but no, maybe this way it like breaks out on purpose so that it can we can really see how good a foundation is. Oh well, it's a good spin on breakouts, eh? I'm getting this foundation everywhere. This is a mess. I think also it doesn't actually come in a pump bottle. Like, you can buy a pump for it, but I think because they recommend you applying it with your hands, it comes sort of just in one of those bottles with like a top to it. I don't know if I like the idea of a full coverage foundation needing to be applied with your hands, just because, I don't know. It seems like it would be streaky. But it's looking fine. It's not looking streaky, but I don't know. It's interesting. There was something else I wanted to tell you about this foundation, but I can't remember. I think the color match too is really good. I know we matched, like I matched, or she matched me with like that color match technology they have at Sephora, you know, the one with those like little machines. The color they gave us wasn't exactly the color, that wasn't this color. So we tried a couple with the girl there, and I found that she matched me actually pretty well. So people that work at the counter or at Sephora usually tend to know, have a better idea of being able to color match. Okay, I think that let's blend that in. Oh, that was what I was going to tell you. I have, the only other thing on my face right now is moisturizer and primer. I have my Porefessional, my Benefit Porefessional, and I've noticed that wearing a primer underneath my makeup is something I want, like I tend to do now every day. I have foundation or even tinted moisturizer on, not necessarily to prolong the wear of my face makeup, but just because I feel like it helps avoid any of that makeup sort of settling into my pores and breaking me out. So I've just felt that wearing a primer has been helping in that way. There's like fuzz flying all over my room. Anyways, I think it's covered quite nicely. So like I can't tell, I can tell that this little breakout has been covered nice. This one's still a little red. I might add a little bit of concealer to it, but I've tried not to cake it on too much, just so that it blends nicely. I'm liking it. I can't smell it anymore. Where's my phone? It is right now 10:47. So I will go do the rest of my makeup, check back in with you guys, and then hopefully do 1 or 2 more check-ins throughout the day to tell you how it's wearing. But yeah, that's just the initial application. I tried not to put on too much, but enough to get us covered. So yeah, I will check back in with you guys in a little while. Okay, so we're back for check-in number 2. It's 11:49, so it's been about an hour, and I'm actually liking it. I didn't set it with a powder just because it is sort of supposed to be a stay in place all day kind of foundation, and it's full coverage, so I was trying to avoid this whole cake face fiasco from last time we tried a full coverage, so I did not set it. I added a little bit of concealer on just some of my more red dots on my face, and I'm liking the finish. I think the color is perfect. What do I have to tell you about it? That smell has gone away, and remember how liquidy it was? I don't know why I'm fidgeting, but something new on my face. I'm like still getting used to it. I can't feel it. I just think like mentally I know there's something new on my face. So anyways, lightweight, I definitely, like I said, I can't feel it. It's set and it's not moving. Like I've changed my lipstick because you guys know me. I can rarely decide what I want to wear. This is Barcelona by Buxom. It's one of those, what do they call these? Full-on lipsticks. It was in my Crazy About Lipstick tag, which I'll link if you guys haven't seen. But yeah, and it hasn't, and that even with all those lipstick changes, it hasn't moved. I feel like it feels like it's not going anywhere. I did have a bit of a little bit of transfer, like on my veil here, when I was applying it because it is so wet. So just something to keep in mind. What else do I want to tell you? I mean, it is, let's see if I can get in a little closer. It is emphasizing some of these lines here a little bit more than something slightly more dewy would, but it's doing nothing, like it's not emphasizing pores or anything else, but just a little bit of fine lines up there. The smell is gone. I think it's wearing well so far. I like the finish of it. And I think that's all I have to tell you for now. Yeah, as always, leave me any questions you have down below. Lipstick? No? Okay. I'm now completely neurotic about having lipstick on my teeth because it happens way too often when I film. Anyways, different story. So far so good. I will go, as always, I like to go outside at least once when I'm testing out a new foundation just to let you know if it oxidizes or anything. So I will go do that, probably have a little bit of lunch or something, and I'll check back in with you guys probably one more time to let you know my final thoughts on the foundation. Okay, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so it is now 1:01, as you can see, and I think this is going to be our last check-in for the day. I have gone outside. It did not oxidize, definitely. I'll walk you through some of my pros and cons. I might come closer to the camera. We'll get close, just so I can show you what I'm talking about. Overall, I have to say though, I think it is a very, very lovely foundation. Holy Grail status, not so sure, but it is a very beautiful full coverage foundation that did not make me feel like I want to peel my face off. So that's good, right? Pros and cons, pros and cons. Okay, let's start with the pros. It was a lovely matte finish. The application, although it scared me, and yes, I got foundation all over the place when I was trying to show you consistency, after I got over being scared of it, it does apply really nicely, and I like the fact that it's full coverage, but you can apply it with your fingers. Like, that was really great, and it blended out really great with a finger application. And I like that it sets and then you feel like it's not going anywhere. Like, I have had lunch, I've changed lipstick and all that good stuff, and it feels very secure, like not secure, very much like it's set in my face and it's not in my face. That seems weird to say. But you know what I mean? Like, it's set and it's not going anywhere. All great things. Lightweight, that smell goes away. It's at a reasonable price point. Like, not drugstore price, but also for like a more high-end mascara foundation. It's not as expensive as some of the others. Do we want to do a couple cons? Okay, let's do some cons. There are a couple cons. We should talk about it. So I showed you those fine lines up here that it has sort of settled into. Also, a tip I would probably say is don't add any concealer on top, or try not to, because I'll show you what I mean. I don't know if you can tell, but under my eyes there is a lot of creasing, and like here where I tried to conceal a little bit, I don't know if you guys can see, but it just, it bunches. Like, it's like adding, because it's set, I feel like adding anything on top of it is just not going to give it as clean and untextured of a look. So I would say this is one of those, yes, full coverage, so like layer it on as opposed to layering something on top of it, because I don't think they talk to each other really well, if that makes sense. What else do I want to say about you? I'm just like looking in the mirror to see if there's anything else. I don't know. I think it gives a really nice soft coverage, even though it is full coverage. I definitely do agree. It is a more full coverage foundation. I could have built it up a little more, but I mean, like, I can't see skin. Like, I just see like sort of like a clean canvas, which is what to me full coverage is all about. What else can I tell you? I think that's it. Like, I really do enjoy it. I just don't think it's Holy Grail status, just because I still have a couple issues with it. For reference, if you don't know, I've got sort of normal to combination skin, so it's pretty okay all over. I do get a little bit of oil throughout this sort of like T-zone area. But I think that's about all I have to say. Any other questions that I didn't address, please let me know down below. I will wear this out for the rest of the day, just because it is only 1 and I do plan to run a couple errands and go out for the rest of the day. So I will update you probably like down here if it did do anything different on me than expected. But I feel like it's not moving, like it's not going anywhere. If that doesn't happen to be the case, if I find that like the oils in my skin eat through it, or it wears funny or patchy, I'll update you guys. But I honestly don't see that happening. I've been outside, I've eaten, I've changed lipstick, and even with like rubbing off my lipstick, it still stayed put basically around my mouth, which is very rare. None of my other foundations do that. So if you're looking for a full coverage foundation that doesn't feel super cakey, that doesn't look super cakey either, this is probably something to try out. I really like it. I don't know, I'm just hesitant to call it like Holy Grail, like I like it the best of everything I've tried so far. But I do really enjoy it. Okay, enough rambling. Questions down below. I think you know what I mean, and my thoughts on this are. Okay, let's leave you with my 3 points of positivity for today. So the first has got to be that despite the fact that it is so freezing cold outside, the sun is still out. So at least you get a little bit of that vitamin D, and even as you're like walking to your car and the cold air is driving you crazy, there's a little bit of sunshine there to just I don't know, the sunshine does something to me. It like warms my spirit, if that doesn't sound too corny. So I've really been enjoying that. The second point of positivity has got to be the fact that, so I went out to dinner this week and I parked next to this like giant, not telephone pole, but like light pole. And driving in, I realized that that's what I had done. Driving out, I was like, why can't I see the pole? Didn't I park next to a pole? But I couldn't see it, so I was like, ah, it's probably not there. I'm probably imagining things. So I'm pulling out really quickly, and my car sort of like hits some ice and stops. So I'm like, car, why are you being stupid? We're just like, move. And in that moment, it was like, just amazing. Like, it was like someone was looking out for me, because in that moment I had to, like, my car stopped, so I looked and I saw the pole right there. If my car had gone as quickly as it should have when I sort of hit the accelerator, whatever, the gas pedal, I would have like damaged the entire front side of my car on that pole. But because the ice stopped me, I was like, oh my gosh, there's the pole. Slow down, adjust your angle, pull out properly. So the fact that I didn't wreck my car this week was a huge like sign, and it's one of those moments where like someone was looking out for me. It's just nice. And I hope that made sense. And yeah, anyways, my third point of positivity for today is just getting caught up on life. I don't know if you guys ever get that, but like just work gets busy or life gets busy and things just fall a little bit out of whack. So I've had some time to sort of get myself reoriented, get myself reorganized and back on track, which always just leaves me feeling a lot calmer and just more myself. So those are my 3 points of positivity. Let me know what's making you guys smile. I don't know why I keep looking at my viewfinder. I love this lipstick, I think, and it's just like, oh, shiny, bright. Look at here, all of you. Let me know what's making you smile. Thank you for stopping by, taking some time to watch today. Hope this was useful. And as always, let me just leave you by reminding you, oh, well, before that, I hope you're having a great day, doing something fun, enjoying this beautiful day, because it is a beautiful day, regardless if it's cold and sunny and dreary or whatever. I'm gonna stop talking. It's been a long day filming. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you for being here. And I'm just gonna leave you by reminding you that life is just too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye, guys.